Good evening. With the Corinthians and Fasciolos that I haven't had a chance to meet yet, my name is Bob, and I'm very proud to say that the amazing, radiant young lady in the white gown is my little girl. I'm so proud of her tonight. On behalf of my wife Jean and of Chris's mom, Palma, I want to welcome everyone here. Thank you so much for being here and sharing our joy tonight. It's an indescribable feeling to know that we have such wonderful friends and family to celebrate life's special moments with, and now to have a whole new set of family and friends to celebrate with is truly, I feel very fortunate and privileged. On your daughter's wedding day, I don't think it's possible to lose sight of the fact that it was just such a short time ago that she was little. And I have so many wonderful memories of Amy's childhood. One of my fondest memories that stayed with me over the years is our bedtime routine. I would put Amy to bed at night and we had this little routine or ritual that we would go through. It would have to be done the exact same way every night in order for Amy to go to sleep happy. And it involved some storytelling and song singing, and at the end, Amy would ask me a series of questions. Same questions every night. And I was supposed to give her the answer she wanted to hear. One of the questions was, are all the doors and windows locked? And I was supposed to say, yes. One of the questions was, will it rain or thunder? And I was supposed to say, no. Now, it didn't matter what the actual weather was. When Amy would say, will it rain or thunder? If I would say, well, I think the forecast calls for some chance of showers, possible thunderstorms, that is not the answer she wanted. She did not be happy. I could have been pouring as I spoke, but the correct answer to the question, will it rain or thunder, was still no. So I caught on pretty quick. I would give her the answer she wanted to hear, and everything was fine. And eventually it dawned on me what the real question was. What she was really asking me, I think, was not so much for a weather forecast. What she really wanted to know is, am I safe? She was looking for some reassurance that she'd be safe through the night from things that frightened her. As parents, you know, one of our many jobs is to try as best we can to have our children feel safe. And when you have a daughter, I think of all the hopes and wishes you have for her, there's probably two that stand out. The first is you want the daughter to be secure within herself, confident, self-assured, so she could grow up to be a strong, independent, successful, happy person. And the second thing is, no matter how self-assured or self-reliant she may be, no matter how accomplished in life and successful she may be, she's still a little girl. And so the second thing is that we just love it if she would find a life partner who will have her back, and who will put her first, and who will make her feel safe and be there for her, especially during those times in her life where she might encounter some rain or thunder. And so I can honestly say tonight that the two greatest wishes I have had for my little girl have come true. Because Amy has grown up to be every bit the strong, independent woman that her mother and I always dreamed she would be. Amy always impresses us with her character, with her integrity, with her compassion, with her professionalism in her chosen field. Jeannie and I had the privilege of watching Amy teach a class once. This is very early in the teaching career, and it was just a beautiful thing to see the mastery she had. I'm not an expert in education, perhaps a little bit biased, but I'm convinced that Amy is a great teacher. I know she's a wonderful person, and I envy the young children who are entrusted to her care. And then the second thing is in regard to my husband. Let me give you an example of the type of thing that I'm talking about when I talk about taking care of my daughter. Let's say hypothetically, your daughter is, say, in elementary school. And let's say she's been teaching second grade for a number of years, and she's really comfortable teaching second grade. She likes the curriculum, she knows all the lesson plans, she enjoys coming to work every day and teaching little second graders. And let's say hypothetically, one day she goes to work and she's called into the office, and they say, hey, guess what? We're switching you to the third grade. So, okay, I'm not a teacher, I don't know what that's like. I tend to believe that probably does not bring sunshine into a life of a teacher. I'm just guessing. Is that right? So let's say she gets home from work that day, maybe she's feeling a little bit down in the dumps, and there are flowers waiting for her in her apartment with a note that says, for the world's greatest new third grade teacher with all my love. Will you very comforting to know your daughter is with someone who gives her that kind of support and encouragement. So, when Amy and Chris after they'd been dating for a while, it looked like it might be getting serious, and somebody said to me, "So tell me what you think of Amy's new boyfriend." My standard answer was, "He treats my daughter like a queen. What more could I want?" And after a while, I realized that that was really the wrong answer. Not because it isn't true. It's totally true. The story about the flowers, standard operating procedure for Chris. There are dozens of stories like that. In fact, every once in a while, if I manage to do something nice or thoughtful, Jeannie might say to me, "You know, that was very Chris-like." And it is high praise, truly. But the reason it's the wrong answer is there's so much more to like about Chris. That would be enough. I mean, the way I see my daughter treated, the respect with which Jeannie and I are treated, that would be enough. But there's much more. Chris is about as thoroughly a pleasant and likable person as you are ever likely to meet. He has like a contagious optimism about him. He's always upbeat, he always has a positive spin on things. He's the kind of person you want to be around. I've always said about my own kids that if Jason and Amy were not my kids, I would love to have them as friends because I just enjoy their company. And now I have 3 amazing kids that I can say that about. And I know I speak for Jeannie when I say that we could not possibly be happier. I just want to take one more moment to acknowledge a gentleman that I never had the opportunity to get to know. I'm talking about Chris's dad, John Correnti. Even though I never had a chance to meet him, I feel as if I have a pretty good sense of the kind of man that he was, partly from things that Chris and Palma have told me about him, but also because I'm pretty sure that people of the quality of Chris and his brother John did not just generally come about by accident. That when you see 2 fine young men who have such strong values and priorities, I gotta believe they had a very fine and strong role model. And so I am very grateful to John Correnti and to his wonderful wife Palma, who Jeannie and I have come to absolutely adore. And I am proud to now be part of their family. Thank you all again so very much for being here tonight, and please enjoy the rest of the evening.